All right, people, we're back. Fights are over. It's official. UFC was good. Boxing was weird. I'm sweating like crazy. I was just hyped up. But yeah, boxing ended weird. I feel like every time a big boxing match happens, I feel like I'm always disappointed in some weird way. It was a great fight. Don't get me wrong. It was a great fight. It was starting to turn up, and then ended in the ninth, which is very strange. It was just ended in a strange fashion to me, in my opinion. Let's just start from the beginning of UFC. So, main card kicked off with Phil Hawes, Kyle Daukaus. Great fight. Phil Hawes won that decision, 3-rounder decision. Next fight, man, I'm gonna post this. Man, I'm so happy for Gregor Gillespie, dude. It's all heart, and I loved how he won that fight. Started out crazy. He was shooting in the first round was damn, I'm hella sweaty. First round, Carlos was kind of beating him up. You know, it looks like Gregor put a lot of gas out in the first round, and was tired. And second round comes out, and I feel like he was winning. He was losing that first round. It seemed like Carlos Ferreira was winning the first round. Second round comes out. Man, Gregor, man, it just made me happy how he ended that. Just kept shooting for takedowns, getting stuff. Finally got one, man. And got him, put him on his back. I didn't save it in here, did I? I had to. I was gonna say I had to have, man. Yeah, I had to. And ended up full mounting him, dude. Ended up full mounting and just pounding him out, flattened him out on the back. Had him just like this. All he could do is this. Stopped it right before, like, I'm talking seconds before the second round finished. There was 20 seconds left at this moment, so he's pounding him out. He's getting close now. Man, it was incredible, dude. Gregor was exhausted, but he just kept shooting. And I remember when Khabib would say, like, just keep shooting, you know, eventually you'll get it. They'll be tired, because he exerted a lot of energy trying to take down Ferreira in the first round, and I feel like Ferreira exerted a lot of energy trying to stop those takedowns, which he did. But then once he got him to the ground, he couldn't get him up, and there was a bunch of beautiful transitions that were happening with Gregor and Ferreira. You know, position changes, Gregor spinning, taking the back, spinning all over the back like a turtle. It was just sick, man. It was just sick. And then he finally got him, flattened him out, beat him in the second round, man. And I remember, heart. I was like, yeah, man, that was a hard fight. I mean, he hasn't fought since 2019. I believe his last fight was the Kevin Lee when he got slept. So it was just like, man, it was super. That was my favorite win of the night for sure. Gregor's was. I was super happy for him. And then you go to the heavyweights. Maurice Green, Marcus de Lima. Kind of a snooze fest, to be honest. No disrespect, but pretty much a snooze fest. Yeah, just a snooze fest, just a boring fight. Kept taking him. De Lima kept taking him down, putting him on his back. Maurice Green just couldn't do nothing. Kind of accepted it that he was on his back, and just nothing really happened. He was throwing in with yeah, it was just a kind of a boring fight. Sorry about this. It's kind of important. Let me turn them off. I won't respond anymore. Sorry. Yeah, just a overall boring fight. Marcos de Lima won. Yeah, he won. It was a boring fight. And then we go on to Neal Magni and Jeff Neal. Honestly, I thought Jeff Neal won this fight. It was a pretty good fight. It was fun. But I thought Jeff Neal won it. I thought he won. I don't know if I'm tripping. I want to see what other people... Let me know if you thought Jeff Neal or Neal Magni won that. I love Neal Magni. Don't get me wrong. I was rooting for Neal Magni in this fight. But I thought Jeff Neal did enough to get it done. I believe he thinks he won too. It was a good fight, though. All around, good fight. There were exchanges, Neal Magni. It was just a good fight all around, you know. But I thought Jeff Neal won. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Maybe maybe I wasn't paying attention, you know, because I tend to do that sometimes when I have people over and I'm watching fights at the same time. Sometimes I get caught up just chopping it up and I miss some of the action and stuff. So, but I thought Jeff Neal won. Neal Magni got the decision. Then we move on to the co-main event. Donald Cerrone, Alex Murano. I love Donald, man, I do. But, yeah, Alex came out fast and hard and was just landing shots, you know. Donald was in it for the most part. He was in it until he started getting caught. There's moments where he was getting caught, and then he just couldn't get any of his shots off. He was landing a nice left body kick, though, which he does tend to land on most people. He was landing that body kick, but it just wasn't affecting Alex, man. Alex was a killer out there tonight. He was trying to kill. And I'll post the clips in the corner right here. And probably right here, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'll post them in there where he got finished. It sucks. It was sad. Sucks because it looked like Donald was just like, fuck. It looked like he was just thinking like, fuck, now what? You know what I mean? Like, what's next? You know, like, does he retire or does he not? Does he want? I think if he doesn't retire, you know, because I know it's going to be a real hard talk for him to sit down and retire, because it's not like he got finished. He got TKO'd, you know. Ref stopped it at a good moment where he wasn't too beat up, you know. But it's like, what's next? I feel like if he doesn't retire, only take the big fights, no young cats, only big fights and OGs, like, older legends like himself, fighting people like himself. Like if he fights because I know he said he wanted to go to lightweight, you know. I don't know. I guess he could do that, but only fight OGs, man. Fight Nate Diaz again or something. You know, Nate's busy, but like, I don't know. Fight Carlos Condit. I know him and Carlos are cool, so they probably won't fight. But like, you know what I mean? Like, fight people like that. Like the Diego Sanchez fight made so much sense. I'm so upset that didn't get to fall through. It sucks. It sucks because he worked his ass off for that fight, and Diego got pulled, and then Donald doesn't get the win. He fights this young cat, Alex Murano, and you can't hate on Alex Murano because he's such a nice guy and he's a dope fighter. You know, it's just a whole shitty situation. But I'm happy for Alex. You know, his resume's looking good. I know he's beating Joe Lozon, Anthony Pettis, Donald Cerrone. Let me see who else he's beat. He's beating some solid dudes. Anthony Pettis, Reese McKee. He beat Max Griffin. He beat Zach Otto. He's beating some solid motherfuckers. Kenan Song. Okay, Jordan Mean won that fight. Kenan won that fight. Alex Morono fought Nico Price, and it was overturned. It was a draw. It was a draw overturned. Oh, it turned to a draw. It wasn't no. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, you know, he's got some solid. And I think in 2016 I thought he beat Joe Lozon once. Am I tripping? Josh Berkman. Damn, Josh Berkman. He beat Josh Berkman back in 2018. 2019. Zach Otto. Damn, I swear I thought he fought Joe Lozon. No? I guess not. Damn, I'm tripping. But he definitely beat some solid dudes. So, shout out to him for doing his thing. You know, it's great. Then we move on to the main event. Ah, man. Michelle Waterson, she fought her ass off, I'll tell you that. She won some rounds. She definitely won some rounds. She won round 4. I shouldn't say rounds. She won round 4. She took her down. I thought she was going to do that, and I know I like that she shot in round 4 and took her down. But I thought she was going to be doing that a lot more often and more sooner than she did. I know, like, getting people down later in a fight, it's probably a lot easier than it is in the beginning, but I thought she was going to be mixing it up to have Marina thinking about level changes and all types of up and downs, you know. Michelle did what she did really well. She was landing the side kick to the stomach, nice, and then hard low calf kicks that I feel like she bailed on, which were real successful for her. She was landing some nice shots. She's just so small and, like, not long enough. Marina's a long, sharp person, you know, and it's hard to get in on her. It's hard. Marina had a nice clinch and was working the clinch, but Michelle was landing a nice elbow on the breaks. When they get inside the clinch, she'd break with a nice elbow, so it was looking pretty cool. Like, she fought her ass off, don't get me wrong. She just didn't. She's a tough son of a bitch, you know. She's fucking super tough, Michelle Waterson. I'm happy. I'm happy she didn't get, like, stunned or finished or hurt like that, you know. And she fought her ass off. She's a gangster, man. All respect and hat off to Michelle Waterson, because she did her damn thing. It's just Marina's better. She's bigger, she's better, she's stronger, she's faster. that's it. But, man, Michelle Waterson's kicks are second to none, man. Her kicks are so beautiful. Yeah, Marina was just landing nice shots, nice clinch work, you know, nice kicks. She was just overall better, you know, except round four. Round four, Michelle took her down and controlled her the whole round, which I thought she was going to do that more often because I felt like if she did that, I said that in the other videos, she changed levels and had her thinking, except round five, Michelle was shooting and wasn't even getting close to getting a takedown. I just thought she would have started out earlier doing that, maybe rounds 2 or something, you know, because imagine she gets round 2 and then 4, and then round 5 is a toss. You know what I mean? It can change everything. It can change everything. So, but overall, great fights. I loved the fights. Fun fights. And as soon as these were over, I went to boxing and watched the Canelo Billy Joe Saunders. And I feel, like I said, I feel like every time I watch boxing, a big fight in boxing, it's a weird ending. Something weird always happens. And it was a great fight. It was turning into a great fight. I had it close. I had it it was ended around 9. So I think at the moment I had Billy Joe Saunders with 3 rounds, and I feel like he was winning. He was getting his 4th round in round 9 until Canelo landed that nice punch. And he landed a nice uppercut, which if you watch my story, bro, I was saying that he leaned and ducked a lot. And I was like, Canelo's going to find that uppercut. And he found it a couple times. But the last one in round 9, before the round ended, he landed a very nice uppercut, hit him in his eye, hit him in his right eye. And the round ended. He goes to the corner, and he sits down. And I was like, how weird would it be if he just doesn't come out of his corner, you know? And he doesn't come out of his corner, and it's just over. And then they're like, his cheekbone is broken, he can't see, and this and that. And I'm like, how do you know it's broken? Like, I know fighters know when something's wrong, you know, but, like, it didn't look like he was in any pain. It looked like, I don't know, man. I don't want to say it was rigged or set up, but it just didn't look, I wasn't sold on it. It didn't look like a broken orbital. I remember when, or cheek, you know, I remember when Gennady Golovkin broke Kell Brook's shit, his shit instantly was like, shh, you know, and I'm just like, it just didn't, I don't know, it seemed fishy to me, it seemed weird. Canelo said, I'm going to finish it round 7, 8, 9, of the last round that he said he doesn't come out of, he got one nice uppercut. I don't know, it just seemed fishy to me. And then Eddie Hearn at the end, they asked him, he was like, you're his promoter, what do you think? I was like, well, he couldn't see. And in my head, when you say something like that, he couldn't see, so he stopped fighting because he couldn't see, or he stopped fighting because his cheek was broken. Which is it? You know, it's like, I feel like if his cheek was broken or he felt like his orbital was broken, he would lead with that as his promoter. That's his fighter. He'd be like, oh yeah, he couldn't continue. His cheek was broken, or his orbital was broken, or whatnot, you know, but I don't know. It just seemed weird to me. I'm curious to see how this plays out and see what... I want to know what people think, so definitely let me know in the comments. Like, do you think... I don't know. I don't know, because I wasn't going in there. I don't like Canelo. I don't dislike him, and I definitely don't know Billy Joe Saunders or anything like that. I just know it was turning into a really good fight, and it was turning into a good fight, and it ended right when it started getting good. And I felt like on that round, Billy Joe was winning majority of that round until that moment. So I don't know. I just feel like boxing always ends very disappointingly. And second, man, boxing fucking takes forever to kick off. 17 million fucking national anthems, singing every national anthem in the world, and then a performance, and then they have to walk out, and then they walk out for how long, and then old-ass, weak-ass Bruce Buffer, or not, excuse me, how dare I diss Bruce Buffer, Michael Buffer has to fucking talk with his slow monologue and just disgusting, and it just takes forever. They're just terrible, man, but I don't know. Overall, a good fight. Don't get me wrong. I was entertained by the fight. I was liking the fight. I was enjoying the fight. I love the sport of boxing. I love watching fights. I just feel like they always end in weird, controversial ways. I feel like I can't even bring up examples, but I feel like the last few times I've been watching boxing, I've been highly disappointed with something weird happening. So, curious to know what you guys think. Let me know what you think in the comments, you know what I mean, about that, for sure.